All right, hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Flow of Consciousness YouTube channel. Now, today I want to talk about being comfortable in your own space, in your own energy, in your own bubble, in your own environment, right? We so often look for validation outside ourselves. We compare ourselves on Instagram, Facebook, social media, YouTube, everywhere around us. We see people who are doing better than us, or who have more money, or who have a cooler lifestyle. All these things, they're just distractions. I think it's time for us, for you, to appreciate where you are in life right now, to appreciate how far you've come, to appreciate the challenges you've been through, to appreciate the people who are in your life, to appreciate your own living environment, your space, the things you're doing in your life. I think it's so important to not lose track of the things that you already have, of the things that you're building towards, of the things that happen into your life that you were able to overcome. I think it's so important to sometimes really be in your own energy, to allow yourself to really feel within yourself at ease, to feel at peace within yourself. And today, it was a Sunday, I really enjoyed just spending time with myself, being offline, not really talking to too many people. I called my brother. It was a fantastic conversation. I think that family is one of the things that are really important if you want to feel like you are part of a very intimate, strong kind of community almost. Of course, I know there is people who have very bad relationships with their siblings or their parents, and I'm very sorry if you are one of those people. However, I believe that a relationship also requires some kind of investment and work and mutual commitment, and that is exactly the case with me and my brother. We commit to sharing experiences together. We regularly check in with one another, and sometimes, of course, my life is going into a direction that's not really resonating with his life, and we kind of like drift apart a little bit, and that's totally okay. But eventually we always find our way back to one another. And I think for you, it's also important to check in with loved ones yourself on a regular basis. I'm not saying that you should reach out every single day or every single week even, but maybe today it's the right time for you to send a text to your mom or to your dad and tell them that, hey, why don't we catch up? Or maybe one of your siblings, it's been a while since you've spoken to them. Maybe it's time for you to reach out and, I don't know, share a little bit about your story, right? But now to bring it back to being in your own space, allowing yourself to feel at peace within yourself. I think it's great if you can cultivate this sense of ease. There's no need to constantly be performing, to constantly be comparing yourself with others. Comparison can be a big source of suffering. For me, it was. I know that. When I was younger, I was just constantly looking to what other people were doing, and was actually pointing my attention outside myself. And sometimes it can be useful to compare yourself, to see what's possible, to see what's out there, to see the potential that you might reach one day. Okay, that's all great. But until it becomes a source of suffering, I think that's when you really need to become conscious of the way you consume media, of the way you're comparing yourself, right? If it's really making you feel bad about yourself, then it's, I believe, time for you to reconsider the reasons why you keep comparing yourself, right? Maybe they were rooted in some kind of insecurity, and you think that you need to be like them in order for you to be of significance in this world. And that is, I believe, it can be a big source of pain. I know for me it was. And I learned to focus on my own energy, focus on my own space. And the only person you should really compare yourself to is yourself yesterday. Did you become a better person today? Did you consciously decide to learn something new, to improve a small thing in your life, to keep your space clean, to take a little bit better care of yourself and your relationships? I think that is the most important thing for you to really focus on. If you really want to compare yourself, if you have no other choice than to compare yourself, then pick yourself as the object of comparison, because that's ultimately the only thing that really matters. Are you growing? Are you improving? And even if it feels like you're moving backwards, you can still make a conscious decision to turn around the tides. And maybe you need to go a little bit backsliding in order for you to realize certain things, and then to build yourself back up and to learn to appreciate your own space, your own divine energy. I think it's so important to be able to do that, to be able to really tap into your own source, your own contentment. Today I felt so content. I was just laying on my couch, reading a few books, going for some walks. It was just so pleasant and I felt so content. And I think that for you, it can be useful to take out the time to also appreciate yourself, to set aside the comparison, the constant chasing for validation, and to just work on validating yourself, to really work on cultivating this sense of peace within yourself. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. I hope it made you think a little bit. I hope it made you change the way you think about yourself. And most importantly, I hope it made you appreciate yourself just a tiny little bit better. And as always, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.